Okay, in the last section of the video, we talked about the hand and how 5 points or 5 fingers or figures, like you have to figure this out, so these fingers. All right, so now, what we're going to look at is the word log. L-O-G. So the word log, as in logic, means knowledge, power. Okay, like by the power of 10, for example, of 1. So the power of 1 will equal 10. All right, the 10 to the second power will be 100. So the power of 10 to the 5, or the fifth power of 10, will be 100,000. Okay, so 100,000 meaning that you have 5 zeros. All right, and you'll see why this in a few minutes here. Okay, there's one part here that I did not add, and I want to go over what you see right now. Again, we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So again, if you look at over here, you'll see bin or bi means 2, tri means 3, quad means 4, sep, as in September, the 9th month, sep means 7. So why is September the 9th month? So they're playing you right now. Oct means 8, as in October, as an octopus having 8 legs. So oct means 8. So why is October the 10th month? Again, they are playing you. December, des, D-E-C, or decimal, like decimal, 1 plus 0 equals 1. Well, D-E-C, des, means 10. So why is December the 12th month? Again, they are playing you. The word hex, as in hexadecimal, means 16. What I want to do here is I want to go over a few things with you. I want to go ahead and take away these, and I want to deal with those 4. I want to deal with the bin, the oct, the deceit, the des, and the hex. These 4 things are used in mathematics today. They don't tell you anything about the other ones that you just saw. Well, see, decimal is 1. It's a value of 1. That's why it's always 10, 100, 1,000, and so forth down the line. Hex, as in 16, meaning like hexadecimal, you're dealing with the letters between A all the way through the letter E, okay, through the letter E, all right, because the letter F will represent number 16, okay. So you have, again, you have 1 through 10, or 1 through 9, okay. Then it'll go A, B, C, D, E. Those are your hexadecimals. So remember, A, B, C, D, E, which is 15, okay, because that's 1 through 9 is 9 plus the 6 letters. That's 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. All right. Oct in numerology, or oct in numerical value, is the value of 8. So when you're dealing with that number, the last number you're going to stop with is the number 7. Then it goes back to 1 again. The exact same thing with 16. When it goes to 15, it hits the 16 digit, it goes back to 1. So here, what we're going to do now is, when you're looking at these values here, so remember, decimal, as in the number 10 or the number 1, we're going to deal with the 10 power of 1, the 10 power of 2, and so forth down the line, all the way down to the 10th power of 5. All right, so that means this is 10, this is 100, this is 1,000, this is 10,000, and this would be 100,000. All right, so the reason why that is 100,000, because that's also equivalent to a 32-bit binarial number. So again, your hand is binarial. This is how much value that you have inside yourself. You are very, very valuable. This is why they make you out of a market. Get it? Market. What is a market? A place that you go sell items. This is why they put your image on certain products, and you are the product because you are producing wealth. When you are that wealth, okay, you are that wealth that they are producing. So the dollar bill, which is nature, which is paper, so why are we trading paper for paper? It's just nothing but a trade, okay? And so now, let's take a look at this. Now, what we're going to see here is your bits, okay? Your bits. So in other words, remember, the body is nothing but binarial. As above, so below. The solar system is a binarial system. And you are binarial. So what does that tell you? You are a walking, living, breathing universe. A binarial system. An electrical system. Electroid. The L, E-L, L as electricity. Electron. You are a walking electron. Okay? And when you look at the value of 2, 2 means 2, okay, 10, okay, in the bit system, because before it hits to the number 2, it goes back to 1 again. Same thing with binarial number 4. So now you've got 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this will be 2, okay? This value up here will be 4. This value right here will be 8. This will be 16. And this will be 32. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So looking again, that remember that 32-bit, down at the bottom is 100,000. That is 10 to the 5th power equals 100,000. Okay? Now, this is not just mathematical. I'm just showing you, if you knew this, then you really would know yourself and know the value that you have in your conscious mind, your knowledge. Knowledge is power. So, now let's take a look at this. Remember, 5. All right? So the number 5. Keep that in your mind for right now. Dealing with the values of binarial, again, you are looking at a 16-bit number, and that 16-bit number is how much value? That would be 2 to the 4th power. All right? So 2 to the 4th power. That is 2 to the 4th power, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which equals 16. All right? So, again, how did I get that 16-bit? Remember, that 16-bit is 2, 2, 2, 2, which is 10, 10, 10, 10. All right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 tens. Right? So that is basically telling you that 10 times 10 is 100 times another 100. So 100 times 100 is how many? 10,000. So again, that's that 4. See that 4 up there? 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that is that 4 digits. Okay? So the number 4 also represents the number of zeros that's going to be replaced after that 1. You are the 1 in your mind. You see, we're not supposed to keep on counting like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 15, 14, 100, and all this other garbage. Okay? All this stuff is in you. This same knowledge is in you. So, let's take a look at this. One more thing. Okay? If I give you a binarial number, okay, see right there? That's a binarial number. To you, it looks like it's 11,111. I'm talking binarial now. So binarial, that's a different value. You see? How do we get that? So remember, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So again, this will be 2 to the 0 power, 2 to the 1 power, 2 to the second power, 2 to the third power, 2 to the fourth power, and then 2 to the fifth power. Okay? All right. So now, this would be the value of what? 2 to the first power is what? 1. Okay? So any number that you put to the 0 power, it always equals 1. So no matter what value that you use, 5 to the 0 power equals 1. It always goes back to 1. All right? So now, so this is 1. If I go 2 to the first power, that is 1 times 2, or 1, 2. 2 to the second power is 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 to the third power, which is 4 times 2, equals 8. 2 to the fourth power, which is 4 2s times 2, which is 16. And then 2 to the fifth power is 16 times 2, which is 32. These are your increments, okay? So if you go back and look at this situation, all right, they're not going to tell you here, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 digits. That's that 6. Okay, that's that number 6. But they're going to tell you that if you are in their system and you are being educated, they won't go in this depth with you. Okay? Now, if you're dealing with electronics, it's on a different story. But you are the electrical being. Electricity conducts. You are the superconductor. Okay? You have currency. That currency is your thoughts, so you can think. So, remember, this is your palm. These are your fingers. So once you figure who you are by your fingers, which is your body, to know thyself, you have palm. Palm and fingers. Fingers is F. So now let's take a look at the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, right? Or A, B, C, D, E, all right? Now that we have the number E, what's going to happen is that the F is what? 6. Because that F is your fingers. That's the sixth man. Get it? The sixth sense. That's that sixth man. So once you figure out who you are, then you can go to your palms to have what? Palm Springs. Get it? Palm Springs. What's the highest point of your hand? The highest point of your hand is in the middle. Your middle finger. This is the highest point. This is the peak of your knowledge. The same peak of your knowledge is the same peak of your mind. All right? So this is the same peak. Okay? Again, this log or logic or your logic thinking, which is knowledge, will help you to see how powerful you are as a being, as a divine being. Okay? So don't get it twisted. We should have been knowing this kind of stuff for years. But since this so-called educational system has been teaching us, it's been really downplaying your mind and your conscience to see the real power that you are. Because knowledge is power. So if you don't have no power, you are powerless. So if knowledge is power, therefore knowledge is the mind. So knowledge is mind, which equals power. Those who don't have power are powerless or mindless. Lack of knowledge is mindless. This is why they argue and pretend. Okay? They believe, as in believe, or believing or relying every time.